What's going on, y'all? It's your boy, it's your dog, Tweedy. I'm kind of late with this video, like a day late, so y'all might already know. But Cyrax will be legal in his current state at Final Kombat. So for those who are completely out of the loop, with the Homelander update, Cyrax was returned to only half a bar for his forward chopper cameo attack, the one that people got pressure with Baraka, Raiden, Rain, characters like that with. And yeah, returned to half a bar. And I guess it was an accidental change. Now, this is what NRS said. They said, "We are aware of the changes affecting the Cyrax cameo and issues impacting Homelander. Cyrax will remain as he currently is for Final Kombat, but we are working on adjustments for him, as well as Homelander-related fixes for a patch releasing shortly after Final Kombat." So yeah, y'all, Cyrax will go into Final Kombat as debatably the best cameo in the game now. I would argue that Chameleon might be stronger than him, because you got to remember, there's been changes to the game, like if you flawless block, they don't build meter. Cyrax's remember, Cyrax got a damage nerf and a nerf to the forward chopper. The damage nerf is still intact. So like Baraka combos, Raiden combos, like all those combos you would see with Cyrax, they're not hidden like they did back in the day. So it's not true old Cyrax. So I would argue that Chameleon still might be the #1 cameo, but Cyrax undoubtedly #2, maybe even better than her. Now, some people theorized actually that this was all a conspiracy to help Sonicfox win, right? Because Sonicfox won the big major whenever Cyrax was the cameo. But Sonic actually tweeted that, Sonic actually said, 5 a.m. and a Cyrax team idea came to mind that I should at least give a shot. But actually gave an update on that and said, update its ass, carry on. But here's what else Sonic said. So Sonic said, "I don't really plan on using Cyrax at Final Kombat, as Sindel Lau and Johnny Chameleon are too broke, and I personally believe the cameo should just be banned. But I do have a single team idea." But again, they did end up saying that that's ass. Even though I think Raiden Cyrax is very strong, I unfortunately don't have the new matchup experience with it that I have with Sindel and Johnny to feel comfy enough to pick them at a tournament at the moment. Gonna be Sigma Plan A for this event, and that makes sense, right? Because these players have been grinding for Final Kombat for months, right? So to throw a new game plan on them, you know, like 10 to 11 days before, you know, it makes sense that they're not going to be all the way ready, you know? So, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. But yeah, a couple things I wanted to note is, even though we're not going to be seeing Sonic using Cyrax at Final Kombat, I think some players will. Like, I know Tekken Master has been talking about playing Cyrax since the weird patch. And there's a couple things I wanted to go over real quick. Oh yeah, one thing I wanted to say. It's really, a couple things I need to say about this. It's really disheartening that it's going to take until after Final Kombat to fix Homelander, because if you watch my latest video before my Elden Ring video, Homelander's in a very buggy, weird state right now. And there's even more bugs on top of the one that I went over in that video. So it feels kind of disheartening to grind Homelander right now, because we're playing like a fake version of him, you know? And, yeah, it feels disheartening to keep the Homelander grind going, even though he does have very enjoyable gameplay, in my opinion. I actually like playing him more than the other DLC so far. Now, the Cyrax thing is also kind of disheartening as well, because if you notice in that tweet, they said they're working on changes for him after. So, for someone like me who's not going to Final Kombat or LCQ, do I really want to invest and put effort into like Baraka Cyrax skin or whatever, if they're just going to nerf him right back after the patch? Now, the perception of Cyrax being back, at least he's not fully back, right? But the most meaningful nerf about him got reverted, right? There's still other nerfs in there, so it's not true old Cyrax. But, it's kind of disheartening for like someone like me who's not going to Final Kombat or LCQ to put effort into him, because it's like, are they just going to nerf him back? Or are they going to nerf him only a little bit because of, you know, the perception being good of him being back? People have been enjoying him being back. So maybe they'll just nerf Cyrax back a little bit, but not all the way to what he was before. Now, a couple things that I want to note. So with Baraka, say you do like his stuff, you're very plus, like you get offense after, stuff like that. Like, it's really good. You could even do this. Like, it's very good. It's back to the way it was with his pressure. Just if you flawless block him and you take no chip and he doesn't build meter. The combos, though, they're not like they were. Like, remember, this was like 50% before? This was a 50% combo back then. Now it's like 40%. So the damage isn't as good, but besides that, man, like, you still get the same pressure. He gets throw combos. Like, you can do that. You can even do one forward for a little bit more. You can actually do 2 Cyraxes to get a bit more. Also, like, I have some combos already in the corner that are really good. Look at this. For 2 bars. I might drop it, but... Yeah. Bear with me. I'll hit it in a second. I haven't been on the game all day, so... Oh, I don't have my meter on. That's what's messing me up. Okay. Yeah, because I was labbing Homelander. Let me make sure my meter's on. Alright. Y'all might need to give me a second to hit this. But I promise once you practice this combo, it's not that hard. I'm just trash right now. So the trick is you get back 1 into down back 1. Once they fall down from that first Cyrax. Okay, I almost had it right there. Almost had it right there. I think I got it, yeah. And then what you can do is you can time, like, the second hit of his down back 1 to where Cyrax carries him up and you do 2-4 into down back or down forward 2 to get around like 49%. Or if you mess up the down back 1 at the end there, you can actually down back 1 again to catch him like I did right there and get about 48%. So Baraka's hitting really hard with Cyrax, even with the damage nerf, especially when you get him in the corner. And especially if you have bars to spin. Now, let me do this combo like perfectly one time so I don't feel like a failure of existence. There we go. There, that's what the full combo looks like. So you get about 49% and a half. Now, another character I want to talk about with Cyrax is Raiden. So a lot of people have been saying, oh, Raiden is, you know, back to the way he was. You know, Raiden Cyrax. But, like I said, the damage on Cyrax combos is a lot less than it was. It's still going to be decent, right? But one thing to note is, Storm Cell, obviously, it's like minus... Like, I don't even know, like 20-something now? It doesn't say the frame data there. EX Storm Cell is like minus 22. So whenever you do Storm Cell into Cyrax, it's like, hold on, let me put him on jump. So let me try to jail this. You're like barely plus, but you're barely plus from that range. So you're actually not going to be able to get anything off Storm Cell into Cyrax anymore with Raiden. But you are going to be able to jail off a Storm Cell and do some chip. And, like, you know, reset neutral, play neutral, maybe get it down 4 into Storm Cell again to kind of loop it. But it's not like it was before. Before, if you did Storm Cell into Cyrax, you were, like, over plus 20. You could jail forward, too. You could just go in, like, overhead them, grab them, like, stuff like that. So Raiden Cyrax is not back to his old form at all, I would say. But Baraka Cyrax is closer to back to its old form than Raiden Cyrax, but I don't know. I don't know. I definitely think we'll see Baraka Cyrax at Final Combat and LCQ. I don't know if people, because of the big change to his frame data on Storm Cell, I don't know if we'll actually see people commit to Raiden Cyrax these days, even with, you know, Cyrax's old forward chopper being back. Let me know what y'all think in the comments down below about this situation. Let me know how much Cyrax you think we'll see at Final Combat and LCQ. I think we'll see quite a lot, even though it's on like 11, 12 days notice. These are like old teams that people grinded back in the day, so it's not like they're picking up completely new teams. Obviously, if you're playing Raiden, you're going to have to adjust how you do your pressure and stuff like that. It's not how it was before. But yeah, let me know what y'all think in the comments down below later.